You're you find yourselves standing outside of Mrs. Hollingsworth's house, which is a sort of a nondescript home. You would expect a nicer house in the corporate zone, especially someone who has a reputation for you know striking great deals and making lots of money. But how did you find yourselves here? Tab, why don't you just kind of summarize how you got from the fight over what car you're going to take and how you're going to get to Mrs. Hollingsworth out to where you are right now?
There was a lot of passive aggressive name calling, honestly, involved. We threatened Balzac's golf club collection and managed to get everyone into Slyxx's beautiful Dodge Challenger. We ignored all of the laws that we were already breaking, and just sort of zigzagged our way out of the housing development gate, because Slyxx was going to lose his other hand if we didn't take that car with us. If we had to pick between him and the car, we had to take them both. So Balzac is probably muttering and cursing under his breath. Alleycat is doing mental math on the amount of drugs, how much money we can get for the drugs that are now in the trunk. Slyxx is driving and has a very happy look on his face. And Tab is just shaking her head and trying to get directions out of Balzac, how to get to Mrs. Hollingsworth's place.
Yeah, so
it's like a family road trip, basically.
That's right. And you're directed, and Slyxx kind of knows where he's going to, although Balzac is shouting directions and take a turn here, a zigzag here. And when you finally get to Mrs. Hollingsworth's house, you pull up, and standing in the driveway is a tall, striking woman who, Balzac, you recognize as Mrs. Hollingsworth's major domo, Erin. And Erin takes the keys, and she looks at you very sternly, the four of you, and goes, the trouble you have made. And she grabs, she says, get in the house. And she gets in the driver's seat and she pulls the car into the garage of the house.
Balzac is going to be grumbling all the way about how these amateurs have made him look bad and how he's very grumpy about this whole situation.
Well, your plan of the cops, just talking to the cops, didn't seem to work, so we had to improvise.
Yeah, to improvise.
So, for clarification, Alleycat refuses to let go of the bags of stuff. She sat in the back, like, holding them like that. And now she's taking them with her. She's just carrying them. She's not letting go of these items. And she's just trailing along, doing mental math.
Yeah, and Slyxx is following close behind, kind of mirroring Balzac, grumbling to himself with this new gun, but also going, I don't want to be here. I told this woman I never want to see her again. What is this guy doing bringing me here? Look, he didn't want to take the car, and I don't want to go here, okay? It's an eye for an eye, a hand for a hand, all right. And they shuffle and they grumble themselves inside the house. Like Yosemite Sam, just and they enter, they pass the threshold into this woman's house.
In like weirdly and like startlingly, Erin is on the other side of the door. Like she's already parked the car, got like hit it and gotten back to the house, and now she's standing in front of the door, welcome you in. Idiots. Mrs. Hollingsworth is through this door. And she knocks on the door, she puts her ear, nods, and then she opens the door. And seated at a desk in sort of a dark room filled with tech equipment, almost like you would find like what was that whisper in Mass Effect? The person who controlled all the information that we are.
Oh yeah, the broker.
Yeah, the broker. Yeah. So just imagine that sort of an office. And spoiler alerts if you haven't played Mass Effect, but yeah. And you come face to face with Mrs. Hollingsworth.
Hello again, Mrs. Hollingsworth. As promised, it's Slyxx. I saved him, and I managed to keep his two friends alive too. But here he is. It wasn't as quiet as you'd intimated you wanted it. But as you know, Slyxx collects and is difficult, and he collects difficult people. It was a challenge just to keep them from blowing themselves up, if I'm being honest.
Well, at least you're being honest, Balzac. I can't even tell you how disappointed I am that in this moment of opportunity, when you could take some responsibility for messing things up, you're blaming it on Slyxx. What have we talked about in our training, Balzac? I have talked to you about the leadership mentality. What does a leader do?
A leader takes the responsibility for the actions of their team and tries to plan better decisions for future actions.
Yeah, you know what else a leader doesn't do? They don't bring all the cops down on the head of their boss.
That is also something they would try not to do if they could avoid it.
Do you know how stressed out Erin has been for the last 45 minutes?
Very stressed.
Yes, very stressed. She was supposed to take off for her pottery class, but no, the board's lit up with every single police radio going crazy.
I do know how much she loves to work the clay, so I'm sorry, Erin. I have inadvertent. No, I take responsibility, Balzac. I have directly or indirectly, by my own actions, led to this situation. I take full responsibility, and I am apologetic for the trouble that I have caused you.
We accept your apology. Slyxx, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Well, I'm better now that you're alive. But maybe you can explain why all the police in the city are coming around my home?
Probably because your man here went right up to them and tried to talk to them on the street while they were in the middle of a gunfight.
You know, you let somebody in, you put yourself on a limb a little bit, and you think maybe it'll be better this time. Maybe I won't regret it. And then you regret it.
Look, Hollingsworth, I don't want to be here. I told you in the past I never wanted to see you again, okay? I don't know why you're saving me for things. I don't need your help, okay? We were at Paul Bates' place. You know that. Dirtbag Bates.
Mm-hmm.
We're at his house. We needed to get something. We got it, and we're getting out of here.
Well, I'm just glad to know you're all right.
I'm all right. Right?
For your little tag-alongs here.
Excuse me, tag-alongs?
I don't know who they are. Why don't you introduce them?
It's kind of rude to call them tag-alongs when these two people are integral to the taking down of Arasaka, of Laura Pratt, of Reclaim Inc. This is the front runner fixer. This is Miss Alleycat. Not only has she saved lives, but she has taken many more.
She's shaved lives?
Saved lives.
And you hear someone in the background laugh.
I know, Erin.
Oh, Erin.
She loves a good pun. It keeps her in a
So
good mood.
rattled by everything. And this lady who can break down any door, any tech, any gun she needs, this is Tab.
Oh. Hello, Tab. Hello,
Look, don't
Alleycat.
talk to her, ladies. She collects shit on people, okay?
Excuse me, they're in my home without an invitation, unlike you. Ladies, thank you for entering my home. I'm sorry that you had to be dragged into this. I was not expecting more than one person. Would anybody like anything to drink? We have brio. We have water. We have coffee packets.
Coffee would be fantastic, thank you.
Hot or cold?
Hot.
Cold,
Aaron.
please.
Sorry, did you say coffee for you as well?
Please.
Aaron, would you bring a couple of hot coffee packets? Thank you.
Yeah, and almost instantaneously, Aaron comes into the room with a tray with like four mugs, and she puts them down in a big, piping hot carafe of coffee.
Thank you, Aaron.
Pleasure.
She's the best. So, you're here. Sounds like there's trouble outside.
There's no trouble. We don't need your help.
All
right.
Counterpoint. We desperately need your help. Well, I mean, I really don't, but they do. See, it's been, Mrs. Hollingsworth. It's been a really trying day. This one, and he's going to point to Alleycat. I proceeded to save all of their lives as you told me to. You pulled me out of Arasaka on my deep cover mission for my other employer, and you said this is the most important thing. You have to save Slyxx. So I saved Slyxx, and then his friends were there. I saved his friends, and this one, and he points to Alleycat, keeps pointing her gun at me, and very generally a very unpleasant person overall. And then they have to go back to their home, Letitia Heights, but they can't get there because it's being blockaded by Reclaim Inc. And so they had to go through the sewers, and then we met the Rat King, and we had to rob Paul Bates to get the gun so that the Rat King would let them into Letitia Heights. But now there are 16 cops and 2 AVs circling our exit, and that's why I came to you, because I knew that if I allowed them to proceed on their own, they would get themselves killed, and I would disappoint you by allowing Slyxx to die, which was the exact opposite of what you asked me to do in the first place.
Well, I can't say I would have done differently if I'd been in your shoes. And I reach over into my desk and I pull a little drawer open, and I reach in and I lean across and I give Balzac a gold star.
Balzac is going to gingerly open his hands like he's never seen anything more precious. And he's going to take it and he's going to look at it for a very long time. His eyes sort of get wider. And he's gonna sort of look around, and he's gonna to just open up his jacket a little bit, and he's gonna do something on the inside of his jacket that nobody can see, and then he's gonna.
Okay.
It's like, all right, look, Hollingsworth, we're not here for long, okay?
Mm-hmm.
While we're here and enjoying this very nice coffee, thank you very much. What can you tell us about Laura Pratt or Reclaim Inc.? They came in, they destroyed Letitia Heights. They blew up buildings. Arasaka is obviously in league with Reclaim. They're trying to take our neighborhood.
Listen, I don't have the internal connections that I used to with the corporate world ever since my husband died. But I do know that Reclaim Inc. is no good. They have armaments that are way beyond anything that I can give you shielding for or anything like that. I can't help you to get back through them, but I can help you get out of sight and maybe to a area that has less heat on it, shall we say?
That would be preferred.
Listen, what a lot of people don't know is that in this neighborhood, it used to be also quite shishi, as you can see. And the family that owned this row of houses owned a stable up the hill, and there's a tunnel that leads from this basement to the stables up the hill.
Okay.
I don't normally tell people that because it's obviously a very, very big vulnerability for my house. And after you guys go through it, I'm going to have Aaron take back any keys that I may have given you, Slyxx, over any of the time that we were together, and we're going to change the passwords, and we'll change the camouflage, and no one will believe you that it was there. But for this one time, I will help you get around these people because they are bad news.
Thank you.
And I just, Slyxx, could I just talk to you? Just over
What's
here.
that?
Can I just talk to you over here around the divider over here in the corner, man? Would you guys give us a moment, please?
If you'll excuse me, guys, I'll be back.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you do.
Balzac,
Thank
why
you,
don't you
Tom.
show the ladies the other star you got that one time?
Yeah. Oh. All right.
Listen, are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, I'm alright. Look, we're not gonna owe you anything for this tunnel gift, are we? This is an eye for an eye. You're just giving this to us for free, right?
Well, I mean, it's not just business. Just want to make sure you're okay.
Yeah, I'm all right. Why do you gotta? You don't gotta like look after me all the time, okay?
Well, I can't help caring about a person.
I know. Look, I'm all right, and I thank you very much. But your guy, who you sent to look after me, a bit eccentric.
Well, we don't get to choose the personalities of our henchmen, do we?
Well,
I lucked out with Aaron. Balzac is a work in progress.
isn't there a screening process that you have or something with this?
Well, there used to be, but the screening process turned into people dying, so...
Well, fair enough. All right,
Listen,
look. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. I just, can I have a hug?
Yeah, all right, I'll give you a hug.
Oh.
Slyxx, he said, and they're really pressed up against each other, and they make out really quickly, and then they back off. They kind of push each other away, like, ooh, I'm bad. We're bad.
Fuck you! Stop
Fuck
it!
you, Hollingsworth. Fuck you.
I should never have trusted you.
Yeah, and you never will. And they both appear from behind the divider. Slyxx sits down at the vent. Yeah, don't trust this woman. It's bad news.
Listen, buddy. I
You
have
didn't even
one
ask
more.
me about my hand.
How's your hand?
Gone.
Okay,
Thankfully,
what happened?
My friend Tab made me a new one.
Great. Tab, thank you. That's very kind of you. You know what? I'll hear the details sometime when it's really important. Because right now my priority list is way up here and you're down here. Also, one thing, I don't know if it will help you guys or whatever, but I have this thing that might help you. I don't know if you want my help. Slyxx seems really clear that you guys don't want my help and you don't want any objects that you might, really find useful. So maybe I'll just keep it to myself.
Oh no, no, that seems like an idea that it might not be your best.
Balzac, can you just open the filing cabinet that's right next to you?
Oh, absolutely. And Balzac will go and he'll pull
drawer.
open the filing cabinet in the top drawer.
Top
And he's
drawer.
gonna-
There's a Kevlar bag in there with like one of those bank deposit bags. Can you just pull it out? Thanks, sweetie. Okay, I don't know if it'll help. This is leftover from a job that went wrong. It was kind of like surplus. But this is from the Chameleon gang that I used to do some business with. And it's a chameleon stealth suit. It's kind of a small size, but it basically does like a haptic like reading of whatever's behind you. So it's like you're invisible. I don't know. Maybe you guys would want it. Slyxx, you can decide.
I don't want it. I don't need it.
I mean, I don't even know if it would fit you.
I'm a big guy.
Mm-hmm.
He's not. Slyxx is like 5'4".
Don't self-hate, Short King. Anyway, I don't know. Tab, Alleycat, you seem like pretty useful, like actually more useful than these two guys that I've been dealing with. So, I don't know. You guys take it. use it. I'm not using it. It's just stuck in a drawer. It's taking up space.
Thank you. That would be wonderful. We'll certainly add it to our list of resources.
Thank you, Nina.
Well, don't kill yourself thanking me. Okay, well. Aaron, can you just take them down to the basement and take them to the tunnel and just tell them that, and just like change the passwords once you're going through there? Yeah.
Yeah, already on the process. And she brings in a plate, and there's like little finger sandwiches, and there's like an artichoke dip, and a bunch of goes. Matt in the kitchen has made you all a little snack before you.
Oh, were these the golden berries that he picked himself?
They are.
He's a wonder. Balzac, you've got some, high bars to cross. That's all.
I continue to work to achieve the level of trust that you've placed in me, and I know that I can do better, and I will do better to account for everything that you have done for me.
That is music to my ears. You're just doing so well. All right, ladies, nice to meet you. Slyxx, whatevs.
Whatevs. Thank you for your sandwiches and your dip and your coffee and your hospitality.
Whatever, don't even say you're welcome. It's nothing. It's nothing. I don't even care. You could die. Up top.
And she slaps her hand. All right, you guys, let's go.
So
Party time's over.
Mrs. Hollingsworth, do you want me to stay here then, Mrs. Hollingsworth?
Well, I don't need you myself right now. It's up to you, Balzac.
So, do you want me to go with them?
Balzac, this is one of those moments where you're going to have to make a decision. Because that's part of being an executive.
They're absolutely going to get me fucking killed, but sure, I've got nothing else to do. Jesus Christ, fucking Slyxx and his stupid plans, taking cars that everybody's going to recognize, and Alleycat grumbling about how she's going to fucking shoot me all the time.
Okay, everybody's bored with your pity party.
Oh, yeah, right.
Great.
Yeah, sorry. I tend to get carried away from time to time.
Listen, I'm going to send Balzac with you just for extra backup, because truly we don't need him here. And it'll be good for him and good for you. But I will only let Aaron open this door and let you go through if you do a little something for me.
Oh, I knew it!
Oh, you're
Woman's
gonna make this
always
about our
like
shit.
this.
Listen, I'm also trying to make my way in the world. I am, I might look like I have it all, but I need help just as much as anybody. And I have a little project coming up, and sounds like I could use some hackers, some sneaky people, some.
We're not net runners. We're not sneakers. Look.
Well,
we already have. We already got to get this gun down to the Rat King.
Do you want my help or not? Do you want to get out of here or not? Do you want to go out the easy way, or do you want to go and face all those cops out there?
What is it? What do you want us to do?
I just need like a future favor. I have a little bit of work that I need done, and you seem like the guys who might be able to do it.
Oh,
Do you need a number?
That sounds great.
Say again?
Do you need our number?
That would be great. Here, just or give it to Erin on your way out. She'll take all your contacts. It's just a little it's a project I have a lot. It has a lot of different components to it, and it's going to be a lot of split focus on my hand, and I just need a few subcontractors to just get a few jobs done. I mean, you've seen I definitely take care of my people. Slyxx, I got you out of there. You're alive. So are your friends. So it doesn't seem like a lot to ask that maybe I can call you in the future and just get you to a little bit of help going. I have this really exciting thing. I can't tell you too much about it, but it's gonna be very big. It's called the Athena Project.
Wow, that's a cool name.
Do you guys all know Greek mythology?
Yeah. Yeah, Athena was the goddess of love.
No. Athena was the daughter of Zeus, and she sprang fully formed from his forehead, and everybody always gets her mixed up with Artemis, who was the goddess of love. And
Artemis is the goddess of the hunt.
God, you see how much you upset me, Slyxx? This is why I don't have you around more.
Okay.
It was Aphrodite is the goddess of love.
Aphrodite. Thank you, Balzac. That was a test, and you passed.
Yeah, of course it was. I knew as soon as you said it that you were testing me. So I'm glad that I passed. See everybody, I passed.
You did. So I take it I can expect a little back scratch in return in the future. Little female positive project happening. Great.
I think we would be very, very grateful for the opportunities to repay the favor that you are doing for us.
Look at this. Look at this. Person knows how to do business, knows how to talk to people, knows how to see a good thing in front of them and recognize it. Thank you.
I give Balzac a little dig in the ribs with my elbow.
And at that point, Erin comes in and she's got two bags, an entire foods bag and a farm lad bag. And she puts them in and goes, don't forget your cocaine and your t-shirts.
We have these branded baggies. It's the best.
Thank you, Hollingsworth. Keep in touch.
But and Balzac is gonna lean in and whisper. It kind of seemed like you did want to keep in touch. Why would you tell her to keep in touch if you don't want to keep in? It doesn't make any fucking sense.
Obviously, she's doing it's a favor for a favor, right? Obviously, he's switching numbers. She's gonna keep in touch with you, obviously.
Of course she's gonna keep in touch with me. I fucking work for her, but why would you want to keep in touch with her if it's not?
Look, man, I got my own reasons.
I'm
missing a hand.
Is this fucking hand thing gonna be the excuse for everything you do from this
I'm
point forward?
I'm holding that over everybody's head this entire next many weeks.
Fucking get this guy a hand so he'll shut his damn trap.
Balzac, you could offer your hand to Slyxx. That would shut him up.
No.
Sorry, I just, I don't want Balzac's hands grafted onto Slyxx, because that would just be too close. That would just be too.
It would be a bit weird, maybe.
Bit weird.
Yeah.
I don't want his hand.
It makes me uncomfortable to think about, actually, if I'm being honest. Yeah.
Well, then stop giving him a hard time about it. We'll get him a new one, and then he'll calm down.
That's what I said. Get this guy a new hand, and then.
Balzac, would you like some coffee before we leave?
No, thank you. I'm fine. But we should go if we're gonna go before it gets light out.
So
All right,
Erin
Balzac.
opens.
Yes, Miss
Tap,
Hollingsworth.
Alleycat, Slyxx. Goodbye.
Thank you for your hospitality.
And Erin motions you to exit the room.
As Tab walks past Erin, she'd like to ask a very important question.
Mm-hmm.
Are there horses at the stables? Is there anything I can pet when we get there before we leave?
No horses, but there are rats.
Are they like cute rats?
No,
Like
it's rats is in the gang.
Oh.
It's a checkpoint.
Oh, okay. Well then, I won't pet their noses without their permission.
Yeah, probably not. Not a good idea.
Thank you.
And she leads you down the hallway into a door that leads down to a basement.
And so I want to add this too, Emma, actually, as we leave the room and everyone goes out, the last person at the door is Slyxx, and he turns around and he locks eyes with Hollingsworth, and they both blow a kiss at each other. And then he quickly disappears and goes, and sorry, go.
So Aaron leads you down the stairs and into a long hallway with doors on each side, and then there's like little couches, and like there's tables set up with nice little lamps and like potpourri. It's a nice little basement, and she leads you to a door, and she takes a key out, unlocks it, opens it up, hands you the key, goes, "This will open up the other end." She hands it to Slyxx.
Thank you.
On the other end is the stables. You'll find that nearby, I forget exactly where, I don't really deal with it a lot, but there is a sewer, and if you go down that sewer, that is a rat checkpoint, and they can get you back to Rat City. Just stay out of trouble.
Yeah, we will do that. You too, Aaron. Hey, you tell Hollingsworth you deserve a raise, okay? You do a lot for her.
She pays me quite well because I am valuable and I stand up for my rights.
Yeah.
And I don't take shit, especially from. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's why I think you deserve a raise. Even more money than you get.
You know you're worth it, and that's for sure.
Get in the tunnel.
Oh.
Okay. You all scrambling. Bags. Everyone's got bags, different bags, new guns. I guess we also got an invisibility cloak, essentially. Hollingsworth gave us a chameleon suit.
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Very small one.
Gonna have to check the stats on that.
Yeah, I don't know if that was a whole Aurora thing or if Emma told you that, but I love it.
No, thanks, Aurora. I'll have to check the stats on that. But
So, yeah, we make our way through the tunnels.
yeah, and behind you, you hear the door shut and it locks behind you. And you walk down the tunnel. Reminds you of something like you would find like in Skyrim. Like it's like old stone. Like this tunnel has been around for a long time. In fact, Slyxx, you even think like this might even be part of like an old Prohibition era smuggling tunnel.
Right. Yeah.
And as you keep going, it ends at a door, and it's locked. It's a wooden door that's locked, and you open the lock, and you're inside of an old stable that's been disused for years. Like the hay is long rotten. There's no horses around. The windows are boarded up.
This is the most disappointing stable ever, but
Did you
better
think I
than
was going to
nothing.
give you a war horse?
No, I just wanted some noses to boop. Move on our way. I don't have room for a horse back at the apartment building. We've got chickens and
I
mean,
mean,
you know where it is.
dogs.
From what you said, the apartment building is a bit open concept now. You might be able to fit a horse after all.
Actually, Tab, make me an awareness check.
Oh yeah. Oh, 7 plus. Where the hell is awareness?
Probably perception. Awareness is
Yeah.
the top heading.
Oh,
Yeah.
thanks. Yeah. 17.
Yeah, so you hear like squeaking. And just as the others are like going towards the door of the stable, you kind of look and you see that kind of behind, it nestled in the corner of the stables is a litter of raccoon babies.
Is their mom there?
No.
I'm going to dig through my satchel and take out one of the pieces of fresh fruit that we stole from the corpo. And what?
Tab!
What?
Tab, do you know how much that's worth?
Do you
At
know how much
least.
your drugs are worth a lot more? And those stupid t-shirts, why do we even have those t-shirts?
When was the last time you had a banana, Tab?
I don't know. Okay, how about I only give them half of a banana?
No.
A banana skin? We don't eat that part.
Okay, but only
Okay.
a little bit, and it has to be the part that sticks out at the top.
Yeah, okay. So I'll get like a knife from Balzac and he'll mutter about it the whole time and I'll whatever. And I'll cut off some of the banana peel and leave it at the edge of the raccoon nest. And
And they scurry over. They don't look like they're starving. The
Yeah.
mom just maybe's out trying
yeah,
to
doing
scavenge
her
for-
mom job. It's a
Yeah.
hard life.
And one of the raccoons kind of looks up at you and sticks its nose out.
And I boop it.
Slyxx, Alleycat, and Balzac, what are you doing?
Making sure Tab does not feed our fresh fruit to these wild creatures.
The fuck are all these animals coming from?
I'm a fucking Disney princess, y'all.
And Slyxx is looking around up on that. Slyxx is looking around, taking all this environment in, and looking for the next way he's at. Because they're not truly at the rats' checkpoint yet, right? They're just
No.
in the stables.
Yeah, you're inside the stable. Yeah.
That's right. So he's looking around for these. Okay, where the hell do we go next? Come on, we gotta find these rats and take this gun back to this king with the snake on his. Ah, sorry guys. Seeing Hollingsworth really shook my tree. Haven't seen her in a long time, and last time I did see her, I told her I never want to see her again. So, and finding out that this weirdo is paid by her to save me, I don't even know what the whole story is.
When we get safe, we'll have like a night and we can decompress.
That's a
And
great
we'll
idea.
eat some fresh fruit if
Yeah.
Alleycat lets us. We'll have like a debrief.
I love that idea.
Yeah. Balzac's not invited. Might report back.
I guess you're one of us now, though, Balzac. You're on our team.
Yeah, apparently so.
You're not solo anymore.
Oh, right. This is great. Yeah, you're definitely gonna get me killed, that's for sure.
We haven't yet.
Well, when you run out and start shooting cyborg Nazis,
That's
we
true,
didn't
man.
make you
I mean-
do that.
Oh, that was completely fine. This cyborg. No, the Borgsy. That's what we called it. That's right. No, the Borgsy was fine. I'm not worried about that. It's we're going to go into this house and we're not going to look for security and we're going to go do this and we're going to take all the drugs, which is poison, by the way. I can't believe y'all are going to peddle that as opposed to just setting it on fire. And
No one said anything about peddling it. We're not drug pushers.
Take care of yourself, Slyxx.
Whoa. This is a side of Alleycat I've never seen before.
You wanna know why I picked my name?
How?
Because cats have 9 lives. And I'm starting my 3rd one. And when you start over a new life, that's the thing. When you start a new life, you have to finance it somehow.
Wow.
We're gonna keep you on this life for a while though. So you got time to save up for number 4.
Well, with the way the Night City is, you don't get much advance warning.
That's very true. Good point. Because you're a good fixer.
Well, at least Mrs. Hollingsworth took a liking to all of you. That's something. I mean, well, Slyxx is the whole thing is, but otherwise it's, fine and all that.
Balzac, how many gold stars do you have from Mrs. Hollingsworth?
There are 3 things you don't discuss in polite company: politics,
Well, you're not very polite.
religion, and how many gold stars Mrs. Hollingsworth had given you.
Sounds like 1. Sounds like 1 gold star.
Sounds like 1.
You'll tell us someday. Don't worry.
I'm not so easily manipulated that I'd feel the need to prove myself to all of you. Suffice it to say, I've done good work for Mrs. Hollingsworth in the past, and she keeps me on for a reason.
I was making friendly conversation. You're part of the team now. I thought I'd ask you to open up about yourself.
Yeah, it's my heart and feelings are they're all sort of inside, and that's why I like it. So maybe keep the heart and feelings on the inside and the inane conversations about the weather on the outside, and everything will be okay.
Don't worry, hanging out with us, everyone's insides end up on their outsides at some point. We'll get there.
And as the banter goes on between you guys, Slyxx, you notice out the as you open the stable door, there is a sewer grate about 20 feet away.
Ah, there it is. My friends, found it. Let's go give this king back his gun and whatever, and then we can get back to our home. Letitia Heights. Haven't been there so long.
Let's see if we can find Carmine and Sophia first, because they've got my clothes. And she kind of gestures down. She's wearing that sparkly dress.
It was very polite of Mrs. Hollingsworth not to mention our questionable attire. She's probably seen worse, though, in her line of mystery work.
Very true. Hey, Balzac, you give me a hand with this sewer grate?
Yeah, sure. Balzac will walk over with Slyxx and we'll start lifting the grate.
As you lift the grate, a flashlight shines into your face from down below. Who goes there?
It's company of the king. We have something that he needs. We left the village only a few hours ago, but we're back to retrieve something for the king. We need to speak to the king.
And his snake.
Oh, you guys are alive?
Yeah, we're alive.
We just assumed you were eaten by that big crocodile.
Oh.
She's an alligator.
Well, she ate Carmine's foot, but they're back at Rat City.
Well, that's where we're going.
All right, come on down, guys.
Thank you.
And they lead you down. It's two rat guards, a woman and a man, and the woman makes a gesture towards the guy, and she starts leading you back to Rat City. It takes about an hour of twisting through sewers and squeezing into the passageways. You don't know if it's just a really elaborate way of getting there, or she's purposely kind of leading you around, trying to make you lose track of where you are. But you eventually find yourself back at Rat City. And true to her word, the crocodile, there's a commotion outside of the vet hospital, and Carmine's standing there, and he's shouting into the, she's ornery, but she's all right, just keep her muzzled. And he looks over and he waves, oh, I thought you guys were killed. I had no idea what I was going to do with this crocodile.
Sophia is an alligator, Carmine.
I don't know the difference.
Well, I'm telling you the difference. She's an alligator.
Oh, well, okay. I mean, you could call me Ralph. It wouldn't make. I mean, the only difference between me and Ralph is he's got black hair. I'm kind of balding. He's a little taller. A little
Sounds like he has
skinnier.
2 feet too.
Oh, what? No, I have
What?
both my feet.
Okay.
I think
What?
there's a lot of rumors going around about this crocodile.
Yeah. She's not as bloodthirsty of an alligator as some people might suspect.
Well, alligator, potato, you know. Did you guys get the gun?
Did you bring my clothes back here?
Oh, kind of left it. I lost the bag back. We got in a firefight with the cops, and I had to skedaddle. And Sophia and I just we booked it.
I mean, priorities. Alleycat, we can always get you new clothes, but we can't get you another Sophia.
You're right.
I mean, the dress looks really nice on you.
Can't climb very well in it.
Ooh, we should put a slit in it. Does it have a slit?
Yeah, it does, but
Yeah. Yeah.
But the gun. You guys have the.
Yeah. We got the gun.
Can I have it?
No, we're supposed to give it to the king.
The king is in Electo. What was the term he used? I'm supposed to get it for you.
All right.
He's boning his wife.
Okay, I get it. Yeah, you could have just said that. And then Slyxx looks over at Tab just to make sure, like, they have this sort of understanding eye contact of, like, he's still got the other one, right? Okay, and he hands one over to Carmine. There you go. Make sure he gets it.
This is Johnny Silverhand's gun? This is amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, isn't it? Only one in existence.
We could probably sell this for 1 million credits. I'm telling you.
I don't think he's going to sell it. I mean, I think King wants to put it in his collection.
Oh, yeah. Oh, the king. What a weirdo.
Yeah, you said it.
Sophia's going to need to spend a little time. She was shot a couple times and kind of lost one of her ears. But the vet, he's top notch. He's gonna take care of her. But you might want to come back in a couple weeks.
I didn't even know alligators had ears.
Well, they've got, like little
ear nub kind of things.
Yeah. Anyway, they shot one of them off.
Poor girl.
Yeah. You guys ready to go?
Yeah, whatever gets us out of this dreadful conversation.
Yeah.
How long do you think it'll be from here? Like, do you have a place where we could go freshen up a little bit?
Well,
Or are
Rat
you looking to
King
get
is-
rid of us?
Yeah, Rat King is pretty. He doesn't like Slyxx.
I mean, yeah, I understand. Everyone has interpersonal conflicts that we will hopefully learn more about as we get to know them as people and we learn to share. Wink, wink, Balzac. So yeah, that'd be great. We can head right out.
Carmine,
Yeah.
would you at least do me the dignity of procuring some clothes for me? Since you left mine,
Would
my
you
shorts
like my
and my
red
tank top.
and plaid suit?
No, I would like my athleisure wear that I can use to run and climb and get away from things.
I mean,
Fatigues? It's like fatigues.
fatigues. No, I don't have a fatigue. Oh, wait a minute. I've got just the idea. Hold on a second. And he disappears, and he comes back with a bag. He goes, we raided an old high school, and we found this outfit.
Alleycat looks in with great trepidation.
It's a majorette's uniform.
With boots and everything?
Yeah, and a baton.
Well, that could be useful. What colors are they?
It is gold and black.
Okay, let me change real quick. And she just takes the dress off and just puts everything back on over it.
Yeah,
I wonder what kind of damage a baton does. We'll have to look that up.
and Alleycat's now in a majorette's uniform, and on the there's a white stripe that says St. Joe's Jaguars.
All right. Well, this has just been scintillating. Can we get going then?
Yeah, Carmine leads you through Rat City into another entrance to a tunnel, and another couple hours later, you find yourself at the base of a sewer grate. And as you climb up and lift up the grate, you see down the street, maybe 2 blocks, a pizzeria, and it looks pretty familiar to you. That's Slimy Pete's.
Y'all, it smells like home.